Good day there. Today's video is all about Workday HCM. But first let's have a look at Upptalk before we get started with the video. Upptalk is a live, interactive software training platform that develops strong personalities capable of taking on global business platforms. Now let us know what is Workday HCM? Workday HCM is a cloud-based human resources management software system that integrates a variety of HR functions into a single platform. This software solution provides benefits, people management, payroll, time tracking, compensation, workforce management, and recruitment. We'll go through the concepts like Workday Community, Executive Management, Location Edit, View Event, Hierarchical Structure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and check out our Upptalk channel for more videos on the newest technology. This video will be presented by Mr. Vishal, a Workday HCM certified trainer, who will cover all of the subjects specified.
So this is a community provided by Workday, where you can look up material regarding different areas of HCM, financials, cross-application, integration, adaptive planning, industry, student, and like what I was talking about, the release center. In fact, you cannot get access to community unless you are part of, if you are a Workday customer.
Oh.
Then your HRIS admin can give you or nominate you for access to the community, collaborator and as a ticket manager, and you can also collaborate and read and contribute to the community. Also, it has a lot of documentation such as administrator guide, but this is very, very limited either with the implementation partners or the customers of Workday only have access to the community. This is the reading material available from Workday, but it is to a very limited user group. Workday is very, very restrictive on their materials. Security group in terms of what? That who can create the company? Right. So once we come to the security settings and the features and the domain settings for Workday, I'll explain in more detail. Because you're logged in as Logan McNeil, who is the HR administrator on the tenant. So she has access to all the domains across the tenant. So for as a company, so she is a company administrator. So let me just give you an idea. Let me look up Logan. So security is like, as I gave an example before, it is like the more a person is added to the security groups, the more accesses they would have.
Okay.
So like HR administrator, company administrator, payroll administrator, integration administrator, time off administrator, student administrator, and so on. So even if I look at this security group, she has 1,246 security groups that she is part of. These are user-based security group. And say, let me just filter on administrator. So she has access to 132 administrators group in this tenant. So you can imagine that, the level of access Logan has on the tenant, because she is admin for almost everything. That's why when you start proxy as Logan McNeil, you don't have any difficulty while creating a company, while creating an employee, hiring an employee. It just happens instantly without any permission requirements. But say, as we grow in the company, we hire more people. When we start transferring people, we set up our business processes, then those business processes will have limited access to different security groups like HR partner, manager, manager's manager. What accesses do they have? And what can they do? What actions they can do? And when we discuss the business process and the security policies, we can see that what kind of accesses that we can give to different security group and what actions they can do within the tenant. So
Yeah.
if you look at security, once again, I'll repeat myself, the more a person is added to the security groups, the more accesses they will have in the system. A new employee may only have one security group assigned to them, which is called employee itself, or internee itself, or contractual employee, contingent worker itself. Those employees can only see their own information, have very limited other information about their teams. That's it. They cannot execute anything. They can only look up their own personal information. That is what the employee self group defines. Then you give them a role for our security, add to the security group of role-based security called HR partner. So all the security that is assigned to HR partner now will inherit to that user. Then, for example, you give that person a role of compensation partner. So all the compensation related security assigned to that security group will be assigned to that user. Logan has access to almost all the areas of Workday.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
May it be compensation, may it be recruiting, may it be hiring, may it be change up, may it be termination, may it be setting up compensation plans, may it be setting up time off profiles, may it be setting up payroll group, benefits, reporting, you name it, she has
Okay.
access to it. Okay, so you have assigned this location head office to this supervisory
Yes,
organization, but
but
the
not this
location that
is.
you created, yes. And what do you have in allowed organizations? Okay. All right, so let's edit this a little bit. Now, let me start from here. So first you have created the company.
Yes.
You've created a structure. So let me copy this. And this is your, so you have a superior organization as well, which is your top level organization. And this is your top level organization, CFSS Bank. And under that, you have all your subordinates, correct? But
Yes.
if you go to
Yes.
organization assignment, you may see that it's blank. So you have assigned the organization as well. CFSS Bank Company. Yeah, that is correct. No, this is correct. But for the location or the region, that is empty. That is fine. That should not make an issue. Now, let me look at the location as to why were you not able to. One challenge that I see that you have set this up as a campus.
Oh.
So location type is a cubicle. It means that within an office, within a floor, within a zone, within a section, that's one table is the name of this location. So you've restricted this location type to a cubicle for a given employee. I believe so. That's why you are not able to assign it to a company, because say if you assign it as headquarters, it means that it is an office space, not a particular table. In my opinion, a cubicle is a table for a given employee on a given floor in a given building in a given zone. So now we've changed the location type to headquarters. Again, I need to also change this to, I have to remove training room and campus because that restricts the location usage.
Okay, got it.
So it can be a business site. And that's it. That's good. Can select business site and job posting location. So I'll remove the job posting. Okay, press OK. Okay, so had you created a time profile as well?
Why?
You will not get it from here. If you look at the recording, you should have the time profile. This is a different task. So create time profile. And say CF underscore SS underscore bank. And how many hours a week do you want your employees to work in Italy? Oh, this is a different, sorry, not this one, create time for first band, my mistake. create, maintain time. Maintain time profiles. No. Maintain. One moment. Sorry. What was it? Yeah. So it's maintain time profile. So let's add another one here. Say CF underscore SS underscore bank 40 hours time profile. And schedule weekly hours is going to be, say, 40. So this is our time profile. It has 40 hours. It is not being used anywhere for now. So let's go ahead and use this in our location usage. All right. So display language is English, United States.
Okay.
In Workday, you don't need any scheduling
Anything.
for refreshing the data into the backend, right? Nothing
No,
like
right?
that. Yes,
That is
and
what I understood.
that is what Workday is different. It uses object-oriented technology, OOT, and everything is stored in object, and everything is in memory, and everything is committed then and there. There's
Okay.
no sync or delay or batch job or cron job that has to run at the end of the day or every hour. No,
Okay.
unless you have scheduled integration, scheduled reports, scheduled tasks that you customize and configure to do some delivery or fetch some data from somewhere. Only that is when a scheduling is required, and that is user initiated. Other than that, for the operations of Workday, there is no cron job scheduling, day and batch job, nothing like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I've added your time profile here. I've changed the locale to UK English. Also change the time zone as well. Display language, we can keep it as English because I believe none of us knows how to speak Italian or read Italian. And that should be it. Associate delivered to location. Okay. So let's try to assign this to our company now. And if I go to details here, I see, let's see if we can add a location here. I don't think we can add a location in the company, but we can add it in the supervisory organization.
Okay.
Yep. So let's go to our supervisory organization. Let's cancel this. And our top level supervisory organization, if I go to details, primary location is Italy.
Yes.
Which effective date did you use to create this supervisory organization? Do you recall?
Today.
Today. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're able to search for the location because the location type had some values that was restricting it to be used as a location here. So now you have your location set up. Now here you should have your organization assignment as the company is there. That's good. Have you defined the roles? So by default are fine, and I believe you assigned them to Logan McNeil, but you have to keep in mind that HR partner roles and manager and owner. At least these three roles, if they are not automatically populated, you should add them in. Otherwise, when you do a hire process, do a change job, you do a compensation change, then those roles will go to unassigned. And you will get those, and then you can keep on adding roles to the employees that you're hiring in your organization. Okay, hire employee even, propose compensation higher. Okay, let's look at the employee. So you hired this person in the organization that I created. Okay, so now you can see that there is a reassign step. It means that the business process has malfunctioned. And let's look at the business process. And it's not you that has made it malfunction. Please don't take it on yourself. So you see, it says all persons is 0. So if I open the business process definition, and also in addition to this, I will go to the inbox and should have the unassigned task in my inbox as well. Okay, so this is now being sent to manager's manager, right? And what is manager's manager? Let's open that in a new tab. So manager's manager applies to current and unassigned subordinates. Role has exercised the position in the report. It's what it can do is it can approve core compensation, right? So that is the setup of manager's manager role-based security group. Now, in our organization, have we assigned a manager's manager role to anybody? That is why it is going as unassigned. So how do we fix that? So let's go to this position. This position should be in HR, right? So it is in the, okay, the position is in executive office. Should this not position be in HR? Like the training department? So the manager's manager in this case should be in the superior organization for this manager, whoever is has a role of manager in the executive office. Let's say. So the manager role is assigned here to Logan. But let's go to our superior organization. Let's see who has been hired in superior organization. as an employee, it should be Brian Adams. So we don't have anyone in board of directors. Did we not hire a CEO? Documents, CFO 3. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to fix something. And I'm currently going to reassign this task to Logan. Reassign unassigned tasks. And when did you hire this person? Okay, 21. And let's search for Lucy. There we go. Assign it to Logan. Proposed compensation hire. Did we do this? Did any one of us do this? Like associate manager 2 position? So I can reassign it right now as well. Piru Gupta. Okay, I'm going to assign this to Logan McNeil as well. Make things easier for other people as well too. So now if I go to the inbox, I should have that proposed compensation in the inbox, and you should be able to complete this. There you go. Lucy Hilton is in your inbox. Yes, it should. You should have a notification in your email as well, of course,
Okay.
from whatever at workday.com.
And
So Vishnu, you should be able to complete this task in your inbox now, and the hire process would get completed. Once you have completed this, if you can do it now, that I would like that. If do you have access to your tenant right now?
yes, I do have.
Okay, please go ahead and submit this task, and then I will move this Lucy Hilton to HR training supervisory organization. And then we'll assign the manager's manager role to somebody in the superior organization. So while you do that, let me go ahead and fix that supervisory organization. So here we have executive. We don't have any members. So here we have Roger Rabbit. So to Roger, we'll assign the manager role. So we go to come on. Roger Rabbit. So now, as a manager role has been assigned to Roger Rabbit, all your proposed compensation will now go to Roger Rabbit. It will not go into unassigned step. And I've done that in a superior organization. Again, we are jumping ahead of the course, but I would like to have an open discussion with you today. So any questions, any doubts where you're struggling to set up your company or your roles? Let me know once you have completed the proposed compensation hire. And always keep an eye out. So whenever you have an unassigned step, when you were looking at Lucy Hilton, and when I open the hire event or proposed compensation hire event, not the pre-hire. So these are the events that is happening on for Lucy or for your new hire. And if you have like tasks that are in progress and they are saying unassigned, you can use the task of reassign step, go to select unassigned step. So reassign task, reassign task, look for reassign unassigned task, the third option. And if you press OK, it'll give you the entire list of all the unassigned tasks, and they will be in thousands. So try to filter it out between your dates. That when did you initiated that request that went unassigned? Say, let's say I take today's date. And let's say these people, let's reassign it to Logan. And this is how you can continue your process in case you have an unassigned task, because a lot of people are making changes, because I know for a fact that I did not put this manager here. Unless one of you did this, I did not do this. I assigned it to HR partner. Because we don't have this role available or assigned to anyone within our supervisory organizations. That's why it went as unassigned tasks. And here we can see that we have now assigned it to Roger Rabbit, who is our CEO. Okay, so coming back to your company, say SS CF. So for example, if I go to human resources, now you want to divide this organization into what? Like recruiting and operations? Okay, so let's go ahead, go to the related actions button. Let's go to reorganization and then divide organization. See effective date today. Include leaders and name, and let's call it, say, division. Have you selected division for all your
Yes,
supervisory
that is where I
organization?
will.
Great. You have to keep one thing in mind, buddy. Let me show you. Organizations. Yep. So here you can see in organizations, departments are always superior to divisions, which are always superior to teams. These are the delivered organizations from Workday. So there is a hierarchy available. So the hierarchy is set. So department is superior to division, and divisions are superior to teams. So if you try to create a department under a division, that won't work.
Okay.
Maintain hierarchy structure is a task, and you can, if you move them in order, the order will define the hierarchy. That is fine. So department can be hierarchical to departments as well. But if you have created divisions or teams, you cannot create a department under a team. But under a department, you can create a team or a division. Because that's how the hierarchy is set up within Workday. All right, so I can create this as a department or a division or a team. So before, as you have the earlier organization, the HR, human resource, CFS bank is a department, right? So I can split it into two divisions as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I can select divisions and say CF, ITA, LY. So the assigned role task has come up. So for the department, I need to assign some roles. So for example, who's going to the manager? You have not hired anyone in your organization, have you?
No.
So that's good. So you are using your own structure, not the Excel sheet that I had created. So that's fine. That is fine. This was just a key to give you an idea how the organization may be set up. If you're setting up your own organization, more power to you, sir. So you will have time to practice, make changes, redo everything, move people around. So the more you practice, the more it will be clearer to you, and more, basically, the more hours you spend on the tenant, the more understanding will be clear. So now what we have done is CFSS Bank, Logan McNeil. human resource director, that was a superior. Now, where is our organization that we divided? So if we go back to superior, because it only shows 5 organizations here.
Yes, yes.
So if you go to org chart,
Just.
and which one did we create it right now? Bank human resources. If you go here, right, but I'm trying to find that organization that we just divided. Superiors this, where's the hierarchy? Interesting. It did not divide. That's what it seems like. So we called it recruiting, right? Was it recruiting or was it training? Okay. So bank. See, this is created, supervisory organization recruiting. It is under, oh, it created under CFSS Bank. That's not correct. Did we use a wrong superior organization to create that? I think so. I think I made a mistake on this. So recruiting is coming under CFSS
Yes,
Bank,
bank.
not under HR. So I need to reorganization, assign superior.
Okay. Clearly.
Yes, you have to practice. That's why I've been emphasizing so much that, you guys need to have access to your tenant. So you're able to replicate the tasks that we do in our sessions. And unless you do it yourself, then you can continue to listen to all these things that I'm saying, and it won't help you much if you don't practice. So bank. Three. Okay. I need to inactivate this organization and create it again. We should be able to. Because we have this recruiting. This is what we created. Copy. Let me inactivate it first. So remove from hierarchy. We can only inactivate an organization when we don't have any members. So we are lucky right now. So not necessarily that it should be, but it's not letting me do that right now. I did try to assign superior to this organization, but it's not showing me the options. But generally, you can reassign superior without going through this hassle. So I'm just waiting for the page to load up because it's pulling up all the roles. Okay, let's try to do it in a, oh, there we go. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, let's try to reassign disappear one more time. If that doesn't work, then we'll have to deactivate it. Assign superior. So this is your bank, which is the top level. Then you have your bank group, which is the subordinate. And this is at the third level. That's why it's not giving us the option to move it to a subordinate organization. So that's why we have to inactivate it first. But remove it from hierarchy, then assign the superior organization as the human resources. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good session today. I did not keep on the course because I would like to have an interactive section or a session where I have questions, answers. I'm able to spend time with you. Thank you. Take care.